Forza Horizon 5. So Forza Horizon 5 could be coming out next year, I think, since there is a Forza Motorsport game in development right now. And Forza Horizon 5 will come soon on after. So, this is going to be a video about all the features that I want, stuff I want removed, and stuff I want, added and stuff like that. So let's start with the stuff that I want removed. So, the first thing that I want removed... Forza Aero parts. So, to be honest, who the heck wants just this wing that looks like it came from AutoZone, and then, this dumb, splitter, canards, or, tow hook thing. So I'm hoping, there's more variety in Forza Aero, because Forza Aero is just lame, in my opinion. So I want, those to be removed. I want more rally, Forza Aero. So, I'm talking about hatchback stuff, that huge wing, probably stuff like that, probably body kits like that. That's another thing that I want. More rally modifications, because right now, their wing that they had, that looks like Comic Race 4 Focus wing, those things, I just don't like them on cars that aren't, the Ford Focus RS. So I'm hoping that's in there, rally body kits. And I would also race car transformations. So, race car transformations, I would like because I played Gran Turismo 5 a lot. I played religiously because it's one of the first. It's probably actually the first sim-like racing game I've ever played. So that's when you add race transformations, which would be good for races. I really like that. And that's another thing I want, racing body kits, rally body kits, for hatchbacks that look proper, you know what I'm saying? And I would also want, just, Forza Aero that the community doesn't like, bumper and the annoying wing. I probably want those removed from the game entirely, because they're just ugly, they're tacky. Some of them aren't too bad, but overall it's just kind of tacky. Everything that I want in the game, so that's stuff I want removed. Probably that. Everything that I want in the game is our rally stages. Probably take, the rally expansion thing from Horizon 1 and then add it into Horizon 5. And all of that, I want rally stages, because they're such a great idea in Horizon 1, and they could have just, built upon it. So, that's a mode that I want. Another mode that I want is to walk around your house. How I can Test Drive Unlimited 2. Go around your house and interact with it. That's just how houses were introduced in Horizon 4. I want them to build upon it and then add more stuff to it. And then when are when are we going to talk about the map? That's actually going to be the last thing, because I want to get everything else out of the way. To the bigger stuff comes in. So that's the other thing that I want. And then, so it's the one with houses. I want them to be interactive. You can go around them and all that stuff. And another thing that I want in Horizon 5 are actually improved car sounds, because you probably know about the car sounds in Horizon 4. They're lazy, they're reused multiple times, and I want the car sounds to be similar to Horizon 2's car sounds, or just improve upon, because their sounds are so good. So here's what the Supra sounds like in Horizon 2. And then, in Horizon 4, here's what it sounds like. Alright, so, in Horizon 2 and 4, there's a huge difference between the engine sounds, and it was actually a bad difference. And another thing that in Horizon 5 is probably improvements to the rewind system, because the rewind system in Horizon, like, it was in Motorsport 3. Like, they haven't really touched it. Why 1 is to be like where you can choose where you get to rewind from. That's a feature that one. It's like improved rewinds where you're not just stuck to one, like, preset, whatever. So I want them to, like, make it like Codemasters games, like Dirt 2, or like Grid 1, like, just learn from Codemasters, and they can do it since Playground Games is made up of employees from Codemasters, and, like, that's employees from Codemasters, Criterion, and Bizarre Creations. So, I think they should rework the rewind system. And another thing that went removed from Horizon 5 or just at least toned down on is the amount of Gravatars that are free roaming. It's because a lot of the time you can just crash into them. There's just too much of them. Okay, there's just too much Gravatars. And yeah, so there's so much Gravatars on the roads, and I want them to, like, tone it down a bit, because, like, they're just kind of annoying on roads. Another thing that I want in Horizon 5 is, I would want them to bring back, bucket list challenges, because you can't actually make your own, like, Horizon stories. I probably want those back, because I really like them in Horizon 2 and 3. I would like them coming back. And those are some of the features that I want. And the car list, I probably want, like, some of the cars that Horizon 4 has right now, probably in the next game, but build upon it, since they already have that resource material for the car list. They can just use what was in Horizon 4, but then build upon it. And then, of course, Toyota should be back, like, with more cars and stuff like that. And I think they can do most of these things because it's going to be on the next-gen console, the Xbox X, Series X, whatever. Xbox X is what I like to call it. It's going to be on that, and they'll probably going to be able to make the game like an overhaul from Horizon 4. And yeah. So those are some features that I would want in the game. And features I want brought back into the game. So one thing would be sponsor challenges, because I really like to, like, they were a way just to, like, make, like, get more credits and all that stuff. I really like them. Another thing that I want, like, these features are from, like, Horizon 1, are cutscenes. Okay, it gives the game soul, and it makes the game more alive, since in Horizon 4 there's barely any cutscenes, except for barn flying cutscenes, and just a cutscene at the beginning. So probably more cutscenes in there, and because it makes the game more alive than what it was in Horizon 4. And I also want a change to the seasons feature Horizon 5. Like, I don't want to be stuck with one season. I really wish in Horizon 5 you can switch between them. Like, not everyone wants to play in Horizon Winter, and some people do, like, make an option to, like, switch between what season you're playing in. And I also want, like, the festival playlist thing. Just a lot of features, but then just add some more. But not make it a small step forward when they can probably make it, like, a huge step forward. Right, then here's the big stuff. The map. I want the map to be set in Japan, like almost everyone else, but apparently that might not be the case. If not, I'll probably like to see them go back to USA. USA, probably Eastern USA, stuff like that, since it's a very big place for car culture probably Eastern USA, like probably some parts of like Vermont, New York, like stuff like that. Like if they can't do Japan, since Japan is a great place of car culture, you have cars from all around the world. Even rally is big in Japan. But if they're gonna go back to America, which they might do, I don't really know. So the reason why Japan might not be in Horizon 5 is probably because of like translation issues, stuff like that. So that might not happen, but it might surprisingly could. It's kind of a hit or miss thing for what the map's gonna be. But I would probably want either Japan, or they don't probably go back to the USA, because that's a great place for Forza Horizon. Like probably Eastern USA, either Eastern USA or like Western USA, like LA, like how far stuff like that. Like places in the USA, they're huge in like car culture and stuff like that, since that's what Horizon is all about. So that was the map, either like the USA or Japan. And then the next thing we want to talk about is the game's soundtrack. Like, I think they should do some. I know, like, it's expensive to do licensed soundtracks, but probably like add more stations in, since Horizon 4 has like my least favorite soundtrack out of all of them. If we're gonna make it small, at least give it like a festival vibe, since Horizon 4 kind of lacks on it. And or if you like do it in that way, or if you can just add more stations. So that's most of what I want in Horizon 5. So I'm hoping so I think the game might be coming out like next year, or like 2 years from now, and might be next year. Same year as like some more racing games, like I think Test Drive Unlimited Overground, Need for Speed 2021, and like some more that might be coming out next year. So that is what I want in Forza Horizon 5. And right before you guys click off this video, I just want to say, if you like the video, make sure to smash that like button, and also subscribe to his channel, because I've been losing about 50 subs for the past month. And also, if you're really into it, hit that bell, and then check for new content whenever I put it out. And also join my Discord, which will be in the description.